What is up, you beautiful people, and welcome back to the Unstoppable Rampage Brawl. We are playing some Mengsk today. Let's get right to it, boys. Brawl modifiers. We got Unstoppable. Makes your units get stronger every time they kill something, based on the unit killed's cost. We also have a Dehaka to start with, which is going to be quite helpful. And we also have Bountiful, which doubles your mineral income on your gas. So instead of getting half a mineral, you get a full mineral, which is basically equivalent to middle income. So you always want to be getting that this week. So hopefully I'm going to open up with some LMG boys, and they can beat up the enemy Dehaka here. I honestly always find it interesting how the LMG boys have like this little blue pea shooter. Like, is their LMG just like shoots like blue bullets? I don't even know. So it looks like there's a Swan and... Oh, I am against Swan, it seems. Okay, well that can be solved pretty easily, I think. I think, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm actually gonna get some flame boys here. Give these guys some flamethrowers. And then give this guy LMG. Give that guy an LMG. And there we go. Let's go, boys. Oh my goodness. Woo. A little bit of a baby lag. Yeah, I don't know. I think with Mengsk's strategy this week, you just we're just gonna go boys. Early boys so that they scale and get tankier, and then later on you can probably just get some Royal Guard, a few Royal Guard. You want to have duplicates of every Royal Guard or a tank, just because Dehaka is just gonna easily eat it. I am against an enemy Mengsk, and yeah, that's why you don't. That's why you don't get Royal Guards by themselves, boys. They get eaten, and they are very delicious. Oh, am I against an enemy Mengsk? Oh. Well, that makes things a little bit more interesting. That makes things a lot more interesting. Oh, my guy got eaten. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Against an enemy Mengsk. Well, it's gonna be a tank battle of some sort. So, let's get right to it. Let's get ready for it, I should say. Boom. There we go. I'll put those boys over there. Put those boys over here. I want to put these boys over here on the side. There we go. There we go. Got a few boys over here. Give them some LMGs. Get them sent out there. Get a bit more healing. Put Mojo on Ravagers. Wait, what? Put Mojo on Ravagers? Like, get Mojo on Ravager duty? I'm gonna eat that guy. Thank you very much. Every Royal Guard I eat is just gonna be lots and lots of HP for me. LMG boys are gonna go and kill that. There we go. Delicious. Delicious. Oh my god, there's a sentry here. Come on, no. No, not the Phoenix. Big blast. We've got some Cyclones coming in here. That should make some quick work of our opponents here. Come on, Cyclones. Oh, they don't have range upgrades, though. So they're a little bit small. A little baby range. That's okay, though. And I'm going to actually get some medevacs here, actually. I'm going to get a medevac on top. Maybe get another one or two. A little bold for a medevac, but, you know, could be useful. Just to heal Dehaka for now. That guy didn't make it out. Alright. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. There we go. Got a trooper here with one. Oh my god, one kill. Another kill. These are all like kills on Dehaka, basically. Here. You guys gotta make sure you eat the Royal Guard. Eat this guy, actually. I'm actually less worried about the Aegis Guard. I'm less worried about the Aegis Guard, more worried about the Emperor's Shadow. There we go. Emperor's Shadow is actually much more dangerous. Because of her capacity to just one-shot all my guys if she wants to. See, I'm going to make sure I micro that. And now I think I'm going to start getting... I'm going to go for tanks. I'm going to go for get some tanks going. We can hear our Cyclones going to work here. Oh my god. Cyclones. Gonna blast down Talendar here. There we go. Cyclones are great for those big single targets. Enemy Mengsk has tanks. They're coming in pretty hot. I'm going to put down my tank over here. There we go. Just a few more boys. Give them an LMG. What am I going to do? I'm going to get a hop. Actually, I'm going to get a hop. I'm going to micro hop. I'm going to micro hop and I'm going to micro eat. I'm going to get the smart servo. Yeah, because we really got to hop on that stuff. Get in there, boys. Uh-oh. That's a shock division. That's kind of bad. Could upgrade some weapons here. Get in there, boys. Come on, LMG boys. Oh, you guys had it. They didn't have it. They did not have it, boys. Okay. I'm gonna get a few more LMG boys. There we go. LMG boys are just super squishy though, so like the earlier you get them down, the better it is, because there's higher chance that they'll randomly pick up kills here and there. That's not looking too good for those cyclones. It's a cyclone versus a tank kind of battle right now. Okay, save up. I need more shock divisions. Need more shock divisions. That's a lot of tanks. Abathur looks like he's just gonna dominate him. Yeah, he's just gonna power through with those roaches. The roaches removing the attack speed of those units here. This guy's decided to buy one of every single Royal Guard. I don't know what he's trying to do right now. I'm just gonna eat the most expensive one. There we go. I'm gonna eat the most expensive one. I mean, the tank is technically the most expensive one, but the tank's in the back. But that's okay. We can kill the tank really quickly here. We got carriers coming through. Oh my god. We're gonna need some rocket boys for that. That, or I'm gonna need to get like a Sky Fury of my own. There we go. Oh my god, lock onto that carrier, boys. Clolarian can do quite a bit of damage here with the cyclones, but the cyclones I think are already too. They're not actually that thick, but they're gonna get pretty thick, I think.
Not enough minerals.
I don't want to buy rocket boys just yet because the rocket boys themselves don't really. They tend to commit suicide by running forward most of the time. Before a carrier is here. So I'm going to hold off on the Rocket Boy purchase for now. I have my doubts on how useful they will be. There we go. Boom. Jump forward. Gonna eat that guy. Oh my god, I got body blocked! I got body blocked! Bro! Oh no. Those tanks. You know what I really need? I need some Zerglings. I need a lot of Zerglings. I got body blocked. Yeah, because these tanks are gonna start getting real thick real fast. Do I need these guys? Maybe I can get an Aegis Guard in the back. No, Aegis Guard are just gonna get run over eventually. Come on, there we go. There we go. There we go. Got a bunch of Lings coming through. Increase my Neosteel fortifications. Come on, boys. Get in there. Get in there. Eat that tank, Dehaka. Oh my god. There we go, boys. Get him. Get him, Zerglings. Get him, LMG, boys. Oh my god. How did it come to this? Alright, Dehaka. Jump in there. Distract him. He's got his flame breath. He's got his flame breath. Oh, this guy doesn't have his flame breath. Eat that tank. Oh my god, carrier. Carrier. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna knock those carriers out. I'm gonna need to get some, I think, is Dehaka massive yet? Oh, he is massive. I'm gonna need some Sky Furies now. But the Zerglings definitely did help. Just sort of rush down the enemy tanks. And if we can get through those Hellbats, we'll be fine. We'll be pretty golden here. Come on. Sky Fury, cheapest royal guard. I hope he didn't go out there by himself. By his lonesome. Let's see. Oh, he didn't make it out there. Okay, thank God. Thank God he didn't make it out there. And he's got Guardians coming in here. Get that aim assist targeting. Enemy Sky Fury. I'm going to eat the enemy Sky Fury, I think. Let me just jump in here and eat that. There we go. Jump in there and eat that. Alright, boys, get in there. Get him there, Zerglings. Get in there, boys. Alright, the Zergling's getting roasted. LMG boys just pouring on the fire. Oh my god, the carriers. Oh, my tanks. And my tanks are, they're just getting demolished right now. Because there are several targets they can't hit. Don't worry. I want to get some more Sky Furies. And we got some meat bags. I think I heard someone called Mutilus meat bags. We're going to get some meat bags here. Get some meat bags to attack our opponents here. Or maybe it is time to call in the Rocket Boy Battalion. Alright, Rocket Boys. There we go. I'm going to keep the Rocket Boys far in the back, because I don't want them committing Sudoku by running forward. Did I not get another rank in Flame Breath? Did I get another rank in Devour by accident? Oh my god. I can't believe this has happened. Alright, anyways, whatever, it's fine. Still don't have my detector. Enemy Sky Fury. That was not an enemy Sky Fury. That was not an enemy Sky Fury. Oh no. I ate the wrong thing. Alright, whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna... There we go. There we go. Let's get the... There we go. We got the Sky Fury here to try and help out. With those carriers. Gotta help out your team, boys. It's a team game. For a reason. Boom. I'm gonna send on our boy here. Boom. Put some rocket launchers on those guys. Alright, guys. Get in there. Eat that carrier. Eat that carrier. Gain those thorns. Get in there, boys. Pummel them. Pummel them in your rockets. There we go. Klolarian coming through. Sky Furies trying to track each other. Jump and land on that guy. Damn. That one rocket boy there got squashed by Dehaka and his largeness. Always got to put out the yeah, no problem. The Furies are also going to be really good against enemy Dehaka. Those carriers are just going to go down. Ooh, okay, let's get a witness here. And then boom, boom, boom. Let's get some more LMG boys in here. Probably have to get another Fury at some point. Brutalist coming in. I mean, I think if you're Abathur, that's what it takes to tank for all these Guardians. Guardian's actually doing a lot of work against tanks, mostly because the tanks can't fight back. And my Furies are just they're just out there chilling. Oh my god, get in there and eat that Fury. There we go. Eat one of the Furies. My Zerglings are constantly pouring through, overwhelming this position. Yeah, get them, boys. Get them, boys. There we go. And I'm gonna need some more Furies though. I only have 2. I don't know if they'll be enough. I mean, they're getting pretty thick. Don't get me wrong. They're killing all these carriers. But I would like it if I could kill them faster. There we go. Let's go for that. I'm gonna actually get LMG boys here to meet up. Meet up with the rocket boys. There we go. Huge influx of minerals. Come on. There we go. Put these guys over here. Boom, boom. Oh, man. Enemy Swan's wave is just getting completely demolished. These Goliaths are unable to keep up. I think that's the end, boys. Enemy Mengsk only has a bunch of Royal Guards. The real strength with Mengsk is your LMG boys. You want to get as many of them out as possible, as early as possible, because that gives them more opportunity to get kills when they are when the battlefield is still devoid of most AoE. Oh my god! And I'm powering right into Phoenix's wave. This is over. He's finished, boys. Oh my god, Phoenix's wave is nothing but carriers. And quite honestly, I'm pretty sure I win because I have my Sky Furies here. Well, it's still yet to be seen. How are my Furies doing? Well, Klolarian's down. Yeah, my Furies are going to eat those carriers alive. They're getting so thick here. 900 something health. And I think they're landing now to go down and fight on the ground. Get them, boys! Damn. Nice. Let's. I just want to check out our LMG boys here. There's a boy with 145 health. There's another boy with 145 health. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. If once your boys start stacking health, they're a lot less fragile. But you really got to get them stacking. Otherwise, they're gonna stay squishy. I think 145 seems to be the max limit. That guy's 146. He's got 1 more health. He's got 1 more health, boys. Let's see. What do we got? Tank. Oh wow, the tank actually got pretty thick. I didn't even realize that. Dehaka with 3,000. I don't know if there's any Lings that have a kill. I don't assume any of my Lings would have gotten a kill. Oh, that Ling has 64 health. There was a Ling with 64 health. That might be the thickest Ling out there. That one also has 64 health. What did it kill? It killed something that was worth 30 minerals? Approximately? Or like 290 minerals? What the heck is worth 290 minerals? Is it a tank? I don't know. I don't know what's worth 290 minerals on that team. I actually don't know. Anyways, because it only has 1 kill. Fury's here, not getting that many kills. Rocket Boys doing okay. They're doing okay. All right, boys. Let's go to the tier list. Oh, look, we got some good damage dealt. So yeah, let's go to the tier list. All right, let's go. So, Brawl Modifiers, just a quick reminder, we got free Dehakas to start with. We got Unstoppable, which gives us HP on kill, and we also have Bountiful giving us extra minerals. So, here's what I think the overall strategy is this week. Because of just having the extra Dehaka there and the Unstoppable, I think you really want to focus on initial contact damage, or just like as much high single target AoE as you can, which hopefully you should try and transition into large amounts of AoE later. I mean, I think that's usually the general game plan overall. But yeah, because the initial contact damage will be advantageous in the sense that it can help you wear down enemy units and essentially trade like 2 for 1 and essentially have your units get tankier over time faster than your opponents if they're getting sniped down. So here we go, rankings. The rankings are a little bit strange, I think. So I think Nova is actually probably the best this week because Marauder Commandos are just a tier 1 initial contact damage unit, and with Nova, if you get real sweaty with her, you can last hit stuff with her snipe many times, and you can get like a really big Nova who can just act as a tanky frontline for your wave after Dehaka dies. So I think that's really good. If your opponents have any amount of bio, Ghosts can usually trade up to a certain point, and Banshees can trade up really nicely against small clumps of units. So Nova just has all the tools, and then you can also transition into tanks, and your tanks are already very tanky to start off with, and then they're only going to get tanky because of their massive range. You can go Liberators, although those might be a little bit spicier because if your opponents have any sort of anti-air, they're not as great. Mengsk, I think, is pretty strong as well. His LMG BOIZ are probably the most important things. LMG BOIZ and Warhounds will probably be the most important things because they all do quite a bit of damage. LMG BOIZ, you want to get them out as early as possible so that they can start stacking HP. They're quite cheap. You can have lots of them. They do a lot of damage. Good criteria for all these things. And then you can transition into Railguard. I think Sky Furies will be important because everybody has a Dehaka. Once they go massive, Sky Furies will take them out pretty quickly. Mengsk's only weakness is that the first Railguard you build is going to get eaten, so you probably want to buy 2 or put them in the back, or get tanks. Tanks are pretty hard to get eaten unless your enemy essentially goes up to it and eats it on purpose. So that's that. And Kerrigan is here because this is a theoretical pick, I think. You can kind of do the same thing as you do with Nova with the snipes and last hits with Kerrigan. She has 2 like sort of dash attacks that do 150 damage each, and so that could probably be two free kills, giving Kerrigan bonus HP. And Kerrigan can get pretty thick, and she can become pretty strong as well. And your Hydralisk are pretty good. They're like Mengsk LMG BOIZ, except they've got a stim. They're also a little more costly. But you got to get those guys stacking basically right away. I don't think Mutalisks are actually that good. Mutas are a little spicy because they themselves don't get a lot of kills individually. Like they don't stack kills easily. But having a little bit more HP on your mutas in general is generally a good thing. But I think with Kerrigan, it's probably a Hydralisk, Ultralisk sort of angle. Or maybe like, yeah, with Zerglings. I think it's that sort of angle. So I have Kerrigan up here just like as a theoretical S. So HA heroes are still pretty good. I think Swan actually has a pretty good transition this week. You can probably roll out with some Cyclones to take care of enemy Dehaka and or any heroes, and then you can just start slamming down tanks. Swan tanks, their one weakness is their lack of HP. Once they start killing stuff, they're going to gain HP quite fast, and once they have more HP, they'll only be able to stack harder. Swan tanks also hit really hard, so I think Swan is going to do pretty good this week. His Goliaths can deal with most things that fly, except for obviously light flyers, but that's what the Thors are for. So I think Swan's pretty good. THICC, I think, is also here based on certain strategies. So THICC himself is pretty strong if you just open with him and the Dehaka, and there's Bountiful, so you can get more THICC for your dollar. And you can also time your abilities to last hit better. And I think I don't know. Actually, I don't think Sam would work. Sam might work actually. He might still work. But I think the other strategy would just be playing THICC normally, and just going with your upgrades there. I've seen a Boswell strategy that completely slammed me, but I don't know how well that is, like how easily replicable that is. If Boswell is that great with his second life, it might actually be like super OP because he has like 2 health bars, and he just keeps on getting thicker and thicker. So that actually might be a very viable strategy. I don't know. That's also another one out there. I think Dehaka is pretty strong too because there's 2 Dehakas. It's not very easy to kill 2 Dehakas. I mean, it's not easy to kill 1, so let alone 2. And you can back them up with Ravissor and Impalers. Those guys will do great. You probably don't want any Creeper hosts at all. This week, they just scale too slowly. You probably just want to go small Dehaka and just sort of try and push through. You probably need a Tyrannosaur to deal with the aerial threats. But yeah, I think Dehaka is going to be pretty strong as well. Alarak, I think, has the potential to be very strong. He needs to just be able to make that transitionary jump to enough Wrathwalkers to end the game. Once you get to that point, well, I think you can end the game. But against large swarms, Vanguards might do a little better too because they can kill multiple units at the same time. And they really only suffer from having tiny range and not enough health. And Unstoppable kind of fixes one of those, and Havoc's fixed the second one. Alarak's Deadly Charge is great against just most things. You probably don't want to micro it to last hit because Alarak has no other way to close the distance. You can probably micro your Destruction Wave. You probably want that as early as possible because that'll help Alarak stack, but also prevent enemy like Marines from stacking as well. So that's that. Now in the B tier we have commanders who I think are gonna do decently well, but I don't think they'll be superstars. So for example, Han and Horner, grenade cars are pretty strong, but like they're still pretty fragile, and I don't know, they're great against anything that's armored. They still take quite a bit of time to get through Dehaka, but they do good DPS. I don't think you want to do Reapers this week, just because Reapers don't scale into anything that has armor. You probably don't want to do the sell-off of your units, because if you sell off your units, they lose the health that they've gained. So you kind of just have to stick with what you bought, I think. I think that's probably the better way to play it than like lose out on the unstoppable bonus HP. Daemon's Vikings will be great against anything that flies because of their initial contact damage barrage. Probably not as great against ground units overall, because especially with their shredder cannons will lose effectiveness against small units because small units will have more HP over time in general, but that doesn't mean they're bad. Daemon's Vikings will also scale their health up faster as you build more of your units and as they get kills. So overall, not too bad. Stacking potential, not really there because Galleons kind of suck. Galleons kind of suck in this situation. You need like a lot of them, and you basically have to be already winning for Galleons to be having any sort of significant effect. Phoenix, I think, has a few select good heroes. I think Talus and Taldarin are going to be quite awesome this week. Probably Talus more so than Taldarin. And I think Warbringer might have a position if you are able to get that many Colossi out. I don't know about carriers. Carriers are massive, so they're gonna trigger thorns, which you don't want. And yeah, they're gonna trigger thorns when Dehaka eats them. Sorry, I guess Colossi will trigger thorns when Dehaka eats them too. But I don't know. A large amounts of Colossi can counter large amounts of small units, so Phoenix might have to go for that angle. And also Phoenix in his suits, you probably want to pick a suit and stay in that suit because he loses his HP if he transitions to another suit. I don't know if that's been changed, because I think he basically counts as a new unit. So you don't want to stack like 4,000 HP on Dragoon Phoenix, such as switch to Praetor suit and have him go back down to 500. That's mega depression right there. But yeah, Dragoon Phoenix can stack up a lot of HP as well by last hitting with your abilities, if you really want to go for that. And yeah, I think overall not bad. He's good, but not like the greatest, I think. Abathur, I think this week you're just going Ravagers, just praying to the Ravager gods. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say about that. Ravagers, I think, however, drop off eventually because they do fixed amounts of damage in AoE, so they do scale quite fast. They do decent attack speed. If you have a Biomass Ravager, that guy will be huge, but everything else will eventually start dropping off. So that's all, sort of like one of the only problems with Ravagers. Their cooldowns have also been nerfed like from way back when, because I think just like a 2-second difference in the cooldown just made the whole worlds of difference on the Ravagers. That means they cast like, I think they cast like is it 25% more often with 2 more seconds removed on their cooldown. Sorry, that's bad math. I don't know. Mental math. Anyways, yeah, you might get some Vipers for battlefield manipulation, but that's probably it with Abathur. Nothing special. It's not bad. It's not great, I don't think. So, yeah. I think Raynor actually is going to B tier this week because your Raynor Bio Ball is going to get trapped on a Dehaka. And Dehaka is pretty hard to kill. I think a pure Marine strategy could work if you have a good matchup. If you don't, then it might just be like a big struggle to get through Dehaka. Raynor doesn't really have a good answer against Dehaka. I think like the Dehaka unit, sorry, is what I'm trying to say. You might just have to go Air Raynor and like pray. Air Raynor can dominate really well because your Vikings lack HP, but they have range and AoE. And with Unstoppable, they'll probably gain that HP as well. And yeah, you'll dominate the skies. So you probably just want to go Air Raynor, probably for a more consistent. Stukov. Stukov is Mega Depression. Your tanks don't gain HP. At least they don't gain HP for things they kill with the jumpy boy that they send out. The tentacle kill does give the tank HP, but the tentacle is less likely to kill those things. So Stukov's best form of AoE is gone, I would say. Diamondbacks are okay, but they suffer from the problem of being a single target unit. They do good DPS, but it only does DPS to a single target, and you're probably gonna need to deal with lots of crowds. So I'm thinking with Stukov, you probably just want to bum rush an Apocalypse and babysit it. So you can babysit its charge. I think its charge does 50 damage. So if it hits like a ball of Marines, all those Marines are dead. Yeah, just babysit your Apocalypse and just keep doing that. And I think that could be the strategy for Stukov this week. Now in the C tier we have commanders who I think are a little questionable, but maybe they could have like a spot. Zagara, I think with like a Swarmling strategy into Hunter Killers could be okay. Your Baneling detonations are going to be less effective overall, but I think Abs would still be great because they can still auto attack and gain extra health. So that's not exactly a bad thing. But yeah, just having large numbers of Hunter Killers without any front line is also terrible. So there's that. And yeah, I don't know. Zagara, it's kind of strange. You have a lot of suicide units and they do fixed amounts of damage. So once your opponents start getting too much HP, you're in a bad spot. But it's not like you don't have a lot of sustained damage either. So you want to try probably max sustained damage and have a little bit of burst damage for the initial contact. Karax. Oh, man. If it wasn't for the fact that you're probably facing a bunch of Tychuses this week, or Mengsk even. Actually, no, Mengsk is doable. But yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that you're probably going to be facing a bunch of Tychuses this week, Karax is, I think, actually not too bad. Annihilators, with their initial contact blast, can get through Dehaka after like 5 or 6 blasts, I think. Maybe like the small Dehaka when he's like still a little baby. Will take like 4 blasts. But hey, that's a win. You can also use them to blast other enemy units so that your Annihilators are guaranteed to gain HP with every single wave. Only problem with Annihilators obviously is their single target, and you can fix that with your Colossi. And I think Karax Zealots are actually pretty strong because they don't die the first time. So your opponents don't actually gain the HP on them the first time you kill them. It's only the second time you kill them that they gain HP. So Karax Zealots are looking pretty good too. It's just like getting the ball together, you know, getting all the pieces together. Might be easier because Bountiful exists, but we'll have to see. And then in the D tier, we have commanders who I think are just going to be in for a struggle. Artanis, good single target damage overall. Has a hard time getting through Dehaka because Dehaka's typeless, and Artanis doesn't really have the highest attack speed. All that aside, though, you can get pretty thick if you're up against like the right things. If you're up against anything that's armored, your immortals are gonna get so chonky. The only problem with Artanis is his AoE. His Reavers need ammo. That's actually like the biggest struggle, I think. You could probably go for Archons, but Archons will also slowly drop off, especially because they only do fixed damage. Reavers will also drop off too because they also do fixed damage. And they run on ammo, so that's worse. So their effectiveness is going to be worse over time unless you get more and more Reavers, which is, I feel like, a little bit of a bait to yourself. So I think Artanis is going to struggle because his most powerful ground weapons are a little bit disincentivized this week. But who am I to say? You just got to test it out, right? Maybe your shield overcharge can help your allies instead. Vorazun, I think maybe if you go DTs with the initial contact blink, that could be very good. But DTs at the end of the day, they are melee, so that's not that great. And they're pretty fragile. I don't actually know. Like with Vorazun, I don't know what would be best for her this week because she struggles dealing with Dehaka. Probably don't want Void Rays for sure because Void Rays are going to lock onto Dehaka and do 0 damage to him while getting killed by everything else. So it's probably going to be like a ground Vorazun. So it's going to be like a DT. Maybe Oracles could be okay. But yeah. And we got Stetman. Gary is okay, but everything else is not. Lurker Focus Rec algorithm just takes too long to like really go through Dehaka, I think. If Gary doesn't really have an escort unit, like he doesn't really have like you got Mecha Corruptors, which are good against light air, but everything else they kind of suck. You don't really have a high DPS ground unit. Like Lurkers is kind of it, but like they use an ability, which could pay off, could also not. Your outfits are very expensive. That also means they give a lot of HP to your opponents when they eat them. Banelings are kind of less useful because Dehaka's here to absorb it. So yeah, overall, Stetman's looking a little bad this week. I mean, I'm not saying like it's impossible, but it's definitely not going to be the most fun. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the rankings for this week. And until next time, I will see you guys later.
The tires. Let's light some fires.
Need a light.
They picked the wrong fight.